Finally, things are getting cleaned up around here. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more. I'm here to bring you good news, everybody. We just made that video talking about the state of Master Duel being one of the most abysmal, sad sack of garbage that we have seen in a long time. And finally, Konami actually taking some active steps to actually fix some of their problems. Now, surprisingly enough here, Mr. Boguski just got cratered off of the building. You know why? Because literally having a walking, talking floodgate in a 1-out-of-1 format is one of the most abysmally sad and hard things to be able to deal with. And I'm honestly not surprised to see Boguski going. Modern TCG and OCG, I don't think would look at this card as problems, but you know, you're able to make this card pass on it, and if your opponent doesn't have a problem with it, well, they just lost a game. This is one of those cards that's definitely influence on the aspect of 2 out of 3 versus 1 out of 1. Very much so. Now, finally, so if you've played Master Duel in the last couple of months, you're going to notice that this, and this are now going to 1. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, that's really disappointing. You know, I invested in Malice. Malice has been one of the worst experiences that I have heard from the player base in a very, very long time with this. Players have not enjoyed playing Master Duel. They've not enjoyed the experience of dealing with this. It has all been very, 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 very unbecoming of the game. I've heard so many casual players quitting the game because of Malice. And this is supposed to be a simulator where players are allowed to express themselves and they're allowed to actually have fun with the game. Unfortunately, Malice was one of the most toxic decks to develop in modern era history in 1-out-of-1 format. It warped the format so badly that Konami, or that players were actually main decking Lancia. So this is going from 3 to 1. Gold Sark's going to 1, and the field spell's going straight to 1. Now, I mean, does this actually take Malice out of the equation? Hypothetically, no. Malice will still be a deck that I think will be in the back of people's minds and will be, you know, slightly problematic to a degree, but I think actually just taking active steps here to try to make their format better is a step in the right direction. All right, Raigeki going to 3. Tenpai still exist in this game. That hasn't changed, people. You can still slam this down on the table and you can still delete your opponent. That's not much of a change. I mean, we might see maybe some adjustments in the future, but this moving to 3 is very inconsequential, in my opinion. Nightmare Throne moving back to 3. I'm pretty sure at this state in Master Duel that the Yubel deck is not very, very strong. Though I will say, I guess this moving back does allow for the DDD support from Doom and Dimensions to eventually touch down into the game, but you're 6 months away from getting the ability to, you know, do the full combo lines that, you know, you were kind of initially wanting to use this card for to set up. So, I mean, this is a welcome addition. I mean, actually, the fact that both this, the Dark Beckoning Beast, and the Opening of the Spirit Gates are all effectively coming back. Obviously, Yubel is not the deck that it used to be. You know, the deck is way slower off than, you know, what we were dealing with such a long time ago. Like, it's crazy to me to see that, you know, and I know somebody's going to be like, well, I can't believe Yubel's getting all these cards back. Yeah, but, like, the meta is Malice versus Ryzel. There is no Yubel in there, all right? It's not happening. The return of Sage with Eyes of Blue back to 3. Blue Eyes is also not the same deck that it used to be. Unfortunately, you know, time has just eroded this deck. It still shows up a little bit when it gets the chance. I mean, it still has a good chance to kind of grind through the meta, but this is just another offsetting opportunity to, you know, push the deck back on and, you know, try to get some of the, you're trying to win back some of those casual players. You're like, hey, we're very sorry about what we had to deal with Malice. Here's a Sage with Eyes of Blue back. Come back to the game. And this one's for the purely players out there. You're getting the ability to get the nice little attack point boost on this. So the thing that made Purely such a pain in the butt deck was the fact that Delicious Memory would just start to stack up. 300 for each material turns into 600 for each material. If you got 3 of these under it, you know, you're getting 900 per material. You're turning this cat into a very problematically large monster. And I gotta tell you, that's annoying as crap to deal with. Nobody wants to deal with, you know, that cat running around and absolutely decimating you. It's just, it doesn't feel good. Now, does this fix the impending Ryzel? I mean, this was a Ryzel hit. I mean, no matter how you want to spin this, this is now gone away, which means we will see some capitalization on, you know, different styles of effects and things like that. That's good. Malice is completely and absolutely consistently hit. Will it be a bad deck now? No. Will you still want to play Lancea? Unfortunately, it still might be a part of the meta, and I don't think you're really going to step away from that. Malice is some players' very, very favorite deck in the game. They love the Alice in Wonderland concept run, and I can't take that away from them. But if you're expecting, you know, we're going into this meta that things are going to be different, no. That's not going to be, you know, the case here. But I will say congratulations to Master Duel and to the casual players. I think you guys are going to have an opportunity to play the game at least a little bit more close to the ground. This definitely should make things a little bit more enjoyable until, you know, you get bonked in the face with Ryzel and friends. But please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.